Aloha, everyone. I am Giovanna Kawakalaiva'a, and this is my senior capstone proposal presentation. The title of my project proposal is Building Pilina, Native Hawaiian Plant Database Promoting Cultural and Ecological Awareness. A little bit about me. I transferred from Kapiolani Community College with an information technology degree and an interest in learning how to be resilient as a community. Currently, I am pursuing general creative media and Pacific Hawaiian studies, learning about design, frameworks, media programs, and most importantly, Hawaiian culture, aloha aina, and community. Um, First, I will share the plans for my senior capstone project, state my thesis, explain the objective of this project, and address why this project is significant to me. My thesis statement is this digital plant database can increase plant awareness and accessibility to traditional ecological knowledge in the community using physical and online engagement to preserve cultural knowledge while integrating sustainable documentation methods and indigenous classification systems. The purpose of this proposal is to bring awareness to the cultural and medicinal knowledge of native plants by educating the surrounding communities about them. Just like people, plants have stories and history that many people don't know about and won't know unless they go looking for something specific. This project aims to create something that is convenient for people to easily learn important facts like cultural use, medicinal use, propagation, mo'olelo, hopefully even mele, but only if there's documentation about this. Um, Either physically by looking at them or digitally by searching it up via the online database. This is the plan for my senior capstone project. One, research and read literature about native plants, the importance of archiving, traditional knowledge, sustainability, community engagement, conservation, design, and framework, just to name a few. Next, asking permission by communicating with members of different communities who occupy the space in which the plant signs would be needed. Then create and design plant signs and online database to implement in designated area. Why this plant project is significant to me. Um, my first significance, it is important to bring awareness to plants by creating a way to help people learn about the different plants that surround them every day. This these signs can be useful for tour groups who happen to be on campus or touring a certain place, bike paths where people are exercising or going for a stroll, and even people curious about what plant they are looking at, like thinking, can I eat this? Is this poisonous? Can it hurt me? Type of thing. Future implications can include useful for tour groups, bike paths, and curious people or researchers. My second significance, this project is significant to me is because I want to find respectful ways to preserve traditional ecological knowledge via online database that aims to collect plant information that can be accessible to all. Um, Future implications include research, preservation of cultural knowledge, and accessibility. This is my image. I covered it because it's not mine. I had the opportunity to look at it and be inspired through a program called Purple Maya. And I think this is kind of the way I'm thinking. Be inspired, then create, and then release it out into the world and see how it's received. But yeah. Um, Data. There are about 21,383 different plant species in Hawaii. Of that number, about 1,400 are native, about 8,759 are endemic, and about 4,532 are non-native. Just a little more statistics. 366 native Hawaiian plants are endangered or threatened by federal and state governments. Interesting fact from Bishop Museum, Hawaii has 44% of the nation's endangered and threatened plant species. Did you know that? My target audience is the community in the surrounding environment the plants are in or a part of because they are an important part of the community. I listed University of Hawaii community because the goal from Kapiolani Community College, for me at least, was to try and create this project, uh, make this project possible for the University of Hawaii at West Oahu. So pretty much this is my pitch. Anyway, I am a research student and have been since 2018, and I have enjoyed researching different things like Mo'olelo about Waimanalo, native plants, web development, Aloha Aina organizations, and what we as a community can learn from each of these things. My proposed solution is a physical plant sign with a sticker that has the scientific name, Hawaiian name, plant family, plant identification, and a QR code. This sticker would be placed on a metal plate that will be attached to a metal peg, which will go into the ground. The QR code will lead to the online aspects of this project. Um, the plant database will include a homepage that will have the project's title, purpose, photos, and lead users to different plant pages. On the plant pages, it would include the Hawaiian name of the plant with a description, scientific names, plant family, propagation information, kinolau or akua representation, medicinal and cultural uses, photos, mele, mo'olelo, and other information I can find. Preparation and process. So for pre, which is I would say currently right now, I would like to research the environment, uh, research the plants in the space, and the archiving process, ask for permission about the environment with the plants in it, and then ask how to employ the project in the community. Production, survey area with plants to create list of plants to research, create physical plant signs and online database with help from colleague Anthony, using data collected from research. And then post, build plant signs and put them in the community, and then launch plant database for use online and via plant signs. Um, I guess my inspirations. The UH Manoa Arboretum was and is a big inspiration and guide for the physical signs because the design and information on it gives the audience enough information to decide if they want to know more. A big addition to the sign is the QR code, which I will create, that will be linked to the plant's designated plant page. The picture with the different colored boxes is the biogeography legend, and it will determine the color of the sticker. And the website in the bottom corner uses ArcGIS to create a platform where you find different plants on campus or environment via a website. I thought it would be interesting to add a continental website like the National Resources Communication Services, or these signs on the my right, at Chick Aid Gardens. I like the wording and vibe you get from the National Resources Communication Services. Fun and humorous vibes you get from the right. And this is my vibes. Thank you, chickens. I was thinking of for my proposal. Of course, clients and others would have their opinion on what they want the color to be, how it would look, and what information they want. But for me, I want it to be something like this, just more modern, more mature, and whatever image our team has in mind. The homepage is where the project information will rest, and the plant pages will be filled with plant information and media to get the attention from the audience. Mahalo nui loa for coming and listening to my presentation. Any questions, comments, concerns, I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities.